Hello and welcome back. Today we're starting a new project in The Sims. It might be a little bit ambitious, but we'll see where it goes. So if you've played The Sims at all, you know that there are lots of NPCs that are in every single game. There are a lot of ones that are just generated as you play, but there are all the standard ones that are in every single save, like the Goth family and the Pancake family. And I want to give them all a makeover. I think that would be fun. But along with giving the Sims themselves a makeover, I want to remodel their homes. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I think we're gonna start over here in Willow Creek with the BFF residence. So the BFF house has Summer Holiday, Liberty Lee, and Travis Scott. And I think it could be fun to just give them all a makeover and then see what we can do to their house to make it better. So here we are in Cass, and we're going to start off with Travis Scott. He's a computer whiz, a geek, self-assured, and outgoing. So I'm not gonna change any of their traits or their aspirations, and I'm not gonna change their physical body or their face, but I will change hair and clothes and see where it goes. Ever noticed how long his face is and how big his forehead is, and it makes his hairs all look very odd. Like, look at how tall this makes his head look. He looks like a square. I think I want to make this base game because they are already base games. So I think that's what we're gonna do, is that we're gonna have to stay base game for their looks and for their houses. I think this one looks nice. A little bit of a slicked back look. That is exactly what my husband wears every single day. This shirt, that looks kind of nice. So it's not that different from what he was wearing. This is what he was wearing. They're a little bit slimmer than the other ones. They're a little bit younger looking. All right, there is our Travis Scott makeover. It's everyday, formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. Now let's move on to Liberty Lee. All right, same thing. I'm not really gonna change anything physical about her, just her clothes, and we'll see what happens. So she has the nerd brain aspiration. She's clumsy, she's a geek, and she is a bookworm. So I'll try to keep those in mind. So I'm gonna start by removing the hat, and we're gonna change her hair. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that. I think we might go with this one. Should we put her in a hat, though? That's the question. Put her in like a beanie. Okay, we're gonna put it white, and then we're gonna have to see what she's gonna wear, and then we'll decide what color. I know, the kind of gray, and then having the white beanie honestly looks really nice with that. Oh, Liberty, you look so nice. So here is our remodeled Liberty Lee. Here's her everyday, formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. Alright, now let's move on to Summer Holiday. So Summer is a friend of the world. She's active, outgoing, and cheerful. And again, like the other ones, I'm not going to change their physical bodies, just their outfits and hair and makeup and all that stuff. This looks nice. Her makeup, however, does not. So let's fix that next because that might make it easier. Kind of like the red ones. I might keep that. Alright, and here is Summer Holiday all made over. Everyday, formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. Travis Scott, Liberty Lee, and Summer Holiday. Alright, so let's start on their house. So, and like for them, I don't want to change the structure of anything too much. It's just more of a remodel and updating. So they have like a nice garden in the back. So we'll definitely, so let's just start with the outside, I think. I want to get rid of this. I think that looks dumb. I think I want to re-roof it. I think that looks better. Kind of dark on the outside. I want to lighten it up a little bit.
It was at this point in the editing of this video that I realized I didn't record audio for the second part of this video. I had filmed it a few days after I'd filmed the initial part of it with the townie makeover and had gotten sidetracked and busy, so I didn't get a chance to finish filming it that day, and apparently did not check to look to see if I had my audio recording before I started filming. So there's no audio. So now we're going to do this speed build style. So you can see here that I am completely taking everything off of the front. I did already change the exterior paint. I turned it to brick, and I'm changing the foundation as well. I took off all the windows, the columns, and everything. Everything that was like blue, I took out. I wasn't a fan of the blue, so I wanted to change that. And I really wanted to make sure not to change too much of this. I didn't want to change the structure of the house or the size or anything. I just wanted to do a bit of a remodel, a makeover, a facelift kind of thing. So I made almost everything white. Columns, doors, stairs, windows, all of it. I made it white because I think that's a lot nicer, a little bit fresher looking than the blue color that I chose. Was kind of an odd color. I'll be honest, it was a weird shade of blue for the bricks and everything, so I wasn't a fan, so I turned it all to white. However, I did realize that I did not change the roof trim. It's still blue, and it's still blue to this day, even though I filmed this 4 months ago. And I think it's just going to stay that way. I will say I did have quite a challenge doing this build. I don't often build base game. I use a lot of the packs. I have all of the expansion packs. I have most of the game packs and some stuff packs. So I'm used to building with a lot of packs. Whereas for this one, I couldn't use packs because I wanted it to be base game because I'm doing the base game townies. So we kept it base game so anyone could use them and download them if they only had the base game. So it was quite a challenge. I think I did pretty okay. I think I did pretty okay. I also didn't really use debug at all as well. I didn't really want to put the time into using debug, and I feel like that sometimes takes up a lot of time and like could add a lot of clutter that I didn't want. I wanted to be a simple makeover just to give everything a little bit of a facelift, like I was saying. So that's what we did. We're here putting in some landscaping, which the first build was severely lacking, and some terrain paint, and here I am taking out every single item inside, including like curtains, mirrors, rugs, everything. We took out everything, a complete gut job. And then we went ahead and like changed all of the wallpapers and the floorings and everything like that. Like it's a total like gut job. Just there's no structural changes except for like, do windows count as the structural integrity? Like do windows count as part of the structure of the house? I don't know. I took out all of the walls, even though I didn't change the floor plan whatsoever. I thought that I was gonna do better to like change it up, but it was just good to keep the original floor plan. So we did that. Here you can see we're starting on the kitchen. I did end up going with that green color. I really love the color green, and I really like how this one turned out. I never use this cabinet set because I don't use base game a lot. I'll be honest, like especially with kitchen stuff, I don't use a lot of the base game. So, and I also didn't know that this color existed, and I really love it. Here you can see me fighting with the cabinets and all of that, so that was fun. That was very annoying to deal with. Also, you can see I changed the appliances to stainless steel ones. You will see me regret that choice later because I went way over budget. Well, I didn't go over budget. I was out of money, and then I was like, I need to delete things, and so I did. And I took out those and put in the cheap ones because it got too expensive. I really struggled with deciding what walls I wanted to put in here. I ended up going with this one with like the backsplash, and I really, really love it. I love the look of a backsplash, and I would love to have a kitchen one day that has a backsplash. However, I live in an apartment, so I can't have one. It makes me sad. I also would love to live in a place where I could use a rug, but I am also living in a fully carpeted apartment except for the kitchen and the bathroom, and there's no space for a rug, and it makes me very sad. You can see here that I'm trying to alt place items onto the counter. That's a way to place things freely onto things that typically have 1 or 2 slots that you can place things on. All you gotta do is move the item out, alt place them with the move objects cheat on. Just use the 0 and 9 keys on your keyboard to raise them up or lower them, and hold the alt button, and you can place them wherever you want. It's really, really great tool to use. I think I'm gonna do a tutorial on like simple building tricks like that in the future, so if you want to see that, feel free to comment, let me know, make sure you want that, what kind of tricks and tips you'd like to see. I love teaching people how to play The Sims because I only just recently learned how to do all the like fun extra stuff and like all the cheats and stuff. I only learned how to do that recently, so I would love to pass that knowledge on to you guys if you're interested in seeing that. So let me know if you want to see any of that in the comments below. Here you can see me using one of my favorite rugs. I don't know why recently, but I've just become obsessed with this rug. It's a wonderful rug. And here we are doing the living room. I'm really happy with how it ended up turning out, with like the layout and everything and the items that I chose to use. Here I am turning on my cheats because I didn't do that before. I turned on the cheat to the ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement cheat. When you do that, any item that is locked by a career or something else becomes available to you. So I did that to get this couch because I'm obsessed with this couch. It's the only one in the game, especially in the base game, that looks comfortable and looks cozy and like lived in. Also, the table behind the couch is one of my favorite items in the base game right now. For the recent anniversary of The Sims, they did an update and we got almost a full stuff pack. We got about 20, 25 items, I think, that were CC. Originally, they were CC, custom content. They were made by custom content creators and they put them in the game as just base game items, and it's wonderful. So I love that table. I use it in almost every single build. Here we are starting on the bedrooms. We did change all the floors and all the wall colors. This first one is Travis Scott's room. He's a bit of a nerd, a bit of a geek. I imagine him being like kind of into movies and like a film as well. So we definitely put in a lot of movie posters and things like that into his room, as well as like some, I think I put like some more space themed, like game themed stuff in there. It's still very simple. It's a very simple room. I didn't put too much clutter. I didn't think he'd be much of a clutter guy, but I did give him a cool chair and a cool desk. And I'll be honest, this desk reminds me of a TIE fighter from Star Wars. Now, I haven't seen Star Wars in probably 6 or 7 years, so I could be thinking of the wrong ship, but I think it's a TIE fighter that it reminds me of. Because I personally not a huge Star Wars stan. I'm not a huge sci-fi fan. I'm sorry. I love this light though. I love this light. Using just the base game made me kind of look through what items I had more, because I never really use lamps. So I used a lot of lamps in this build, and like floor lamps and stuff. I never use floor lamps. Sometimes I'll put like a table lamp on a side table once in a while, but floor lamps, never. And then here I am alt placing things onto the dresser, like I did for the cabinets. It takes a little fiddling to get with it sometimes, and it takes a little bit of fiddling sometimes to get things on there, but it worked out well. Also, you can see here that I put some paintings on there that you might not recognize from the base game, because they're not from the base game, they're from the gallery. So it's really cool with how the gallery works. So people will download custom content into their game of like paintings and posters and all that kind of stuff, and then they will have their sim with an easel do a paint from reference and paint the painting that the CC painting, and then they'll take that painting that is now in the game and put it on the gallery. So you have base game so you have base game custom content. So it's fake custom content, and that way you don't have to deal with putting a custom content build onto the gallery, because then it gets like hidden when you don't click all the right check marks and everything. So it's a way to get some really cool art into your game without using custom content, because I'll be honest, I'm not a big custom content user. I love it. It's beautiful. It's just very overwhelming for me, I'll be honest, for some reason. So don't use it. And I did end up doing this gallery art in almost every single room. And all 3 bedrooms have it, and I think I put some in the main room as well. However, I don't remember. But I really love how it turned out. Summer's room, I think I talked all the way through it, was very light and airy. I love how it turned out. We did light colors, whites, pinks, that kind of thing. And here we have Liberty Lee's room. We went with an orange theme. For some reason, I've never used orange in a room before, especially like this wallpaper. Never used that before. But I thought, since she's wearing like an orange shirt, that orange could be a good color for her. And it looks really good on her, so I kind of went with orange being her color. So that's what we did. We gave her a computer, orange desk chair. We gave her like a bookcase, and like everything orange. And I honestly really like how it turned out. It's not too overwhelming. And we did put some motivational posters in there from the gallery and everything. And I put the travel one on there because I feel like she'd be into traveling. Yeah, I thought she'd be into traveling, so I threw it in there. Why not? I thought it was cute. And then we have like I think we put an orange dresser in there, or we stick with that one. Oh, we just stick with that one. All right. You can tell that I filmed this a long time ago. Also, I guess a little life update. I quit my job recently. I was working at a grocery store since the end of June, and after about 2 months of working there, I decided I didn't like it, and it was making me depressed and exhausted, and I was not taking care of myself. So I was like, I'm gonna stop working at my job, because I do have the flexibility of being able to do that. My husband does make enough money to support us, which is really, really wonderful. And so I was able to quit my job, and now I'm really focusing on content creation and streaming and YouTube videos. And also, if you didn't know, I do stream on Twitch. I stream Monday through Fridays. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are 10 p.m. and Wednesday, Friday are 7 p.m. If you want to join us, we do a lot of building, a lot of gameplay, and a lot of other games as well. And it's a lot of fun. So if you want to join that, links down below. Feel free to join us. I would love to see you there. And with that, that is where the speed bullet ends, because for some reason my computer decided to stop filming for it. So let's go to the game and I'll give you a little bit of a tour and kind of explain some other things. So here you can see we have the BFF home. I lightened all the colors up. We put different brick on there. I did forget to change the roof border. So it's still blue and it's just going to stay that way because why not? I did add a pool here at the very end. I went ahead and added a pool because at the very start of the game when it came out, there was no pools. It was added in a later update with Get Together, I think. So I went ahead and added a pool. We kind of redid the backyard, added some terrain paint, moved the planter boxes over here, threw in some landscaping because there wasn't much to begin with anyway. And if we go inside, we have the living room here with a little TV. We did put curtains on every single window, which is something I'm working on doing because curtains are a real life thing that I never put in my builds. Here we have the kitchen. I really like how it turned out. The green I love. The backsplash I love. I love these knives as well. Great addition to any kitchen. And then we have Travis Scott's room here. I went with a slightly off-center rug because I thought it was fun. Added some shape to the room. We have the artwork here. Almost all the artwork in the house is done by Alias LTS. If you want to go check them out in the gallery, go for it. I have some like posters, the cool lamp. We have some motivational artwork as well. So very simple, I feel like it fits him very well. Here we have Summer Holidays room. Again, we have the artwork by Alias, and then we also have some by MNUL1103 if you want to go check those ones out. They're also wonderful artwork. We have some like shoe clutter, her desk, very like aesthetic, you know. I feel like Summer Holiday would be like that with like the soft colors, the black, pink, and white, you know. I feel like that's very summer. Here we have the bathroom. Simple, very plain. Got the yellow towels and everything, some toilet paper, you know. Gotta have those things, laundry basket, some robes. And here we have Liberty Lee's room, and honestly, I think Liberty's room is my favorite. I love how the colors turned out and like how they blend together and everything. These paintings are also by Alias. They're honestly Alias's paintings, wonderful. We have like the desk and all of that sort of stuff, and that is the build. And that is it. That is our very first townie makeover and home remodel. So I really hope you liked this. I do plan on making this a series, so if you have any suggestions on which base game townie to remodel next, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Also be sure to like and subscribe. I also have a Twitch if you want to follow that. It's linked down below, as well as all of my social medias if you want to follow me or stalk me if you want. It's all linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!